Greetings everyone and welcome back. So Bungie just released a new teaser trailer for The Taken King, and well, I'm Randy, what can I say? If you want to see the trailer for yourself, there'll be a link in the description below. So let's get straight into this analysis. First up, the vault will have a new section called Exotic Weapon Blueprints. Now to me this looks as though this is how exotic weapons will be organised, so that once you get an exotic weapon, it will have its own designated spot in the vault, so that you don't have to worry about making space for it. It'll always have its own slot, and even if you dismantle an exotic, you can just take it straight back out of your vault. And the engrams could represent which exotics you are still missing, kind of like a trophy case. This could possibly be a vault specifically for exotics, but all of this is just some speculation on my part. All will be revealed in tomorrow's Taken King livestream on Bungie's Twitch channel at 11 AM Pacific time. Now, a couple of things that caught my attention here. Firstly, this weapon under the Year 2 primary section is clearly a Soros regime painted black, so I wonder if this could be a weapon shader or some sort of upgrade. Under Year 2 specials, there's this new exotic fusion rifle, can't wait to see more about that, and at the top of the screen there's a section for Collection 2, although I'm not sure if this is another page for exotics or if it's for other items. Also notice that only some Year 1 exotics are considered as Year 2 exotics and have new icons. As you can see, the Fourth Horseman, Monte Carlo, Bad Juju, The Last Word and Hawkmoon are considered as Year 2 exotics. So it seems Year 1 exotics can transfer over, but this may mean that if you want to get the new version, you'll have to find it again. But like I said, this is just speculation. Now let's take a look at the new UI. Here you can see that this hunter is light level 214. In the Taken King, Bungie have changed the leveling system. You no longer need armour with light in order to hit the level cap. Instead, you just need XP, which can be gained from anything such as turning bounties, completing missions, or killing enemies. Light is now representative of how powerful you are. Your light score is an average of the attack and defense values across all of your currently equipped gear. A higher light score improves both your damage output and your defense. Basically what this means is, you'll no longer have to grind hours on end for one specific piece of gear to drop in order to level up. You'll be able to level up at any time. And this could potentially mean, and this is still unconfirmed so don't take my word for it, that there'll be more room to wear whatever armour you want, so you won't necessarily be forced to wear legendary and exotic armour, which can also explain why this hunter is wearing the blue PlayStation exclusive armour in the Dreadnought. Here we can also see the new intellect, discipline and strength icons, which gives you a more accurate breakdown of how much these stats affect your abilities cooldown. And in the bottom right, this hunter actually has an artifact equipped, but we still don't know what they do. Weapons now also display the burn type in the top left corner of the thumbnail, and the subclass icons have also been changed, and I gotta say, I really like the look of it. Moving on, Lord Shacks, as well as other vendors too most likely, will sell ghost shells. Ghost shells will increase your light and provide bonuses and perks, giving you one more way to customise your Guardian. We can also see legendary marks, which are going to be replacing Crucible and Vanguard marks, and they can be earned from completing missions, as we see here. Now this mission actually takes place on Earth. In the bottom right it shows this location is called Bunker War 4, and there's some sort of new modifier. Next up we get a glimpse at some of the new quests and the way Bungie are questifying missions in the Taken King. First, there's the Sunbreakers Challenge, the Tale of a Guardian's quest to find the Sunbreakers. Now this is just one of the class specific quests Bungie are introducing in the Taken King. In fact, this particular quest is the quest you'll take to unlock the new Sunbreaker subclass for the Titan. The next quest is called Nothing Left But the Fall, the story of the Fallen and the city and their battle for the future of Earth. Now underneath the description it says Restoration, which is also the name of the first mission, so this makes me think that this is just the revamped version of the first mission. Next, A Cry for Help, the tale of a Golden Age relic calling from the Cosmodrome. I like how these quests are written in past tense, as if they're telling a story for future generations. It kind of fits into that whole theme of Become Legend. The next quest, The Legion's Beachhead, the Guardian's assault on the Cabal Skyburners entrenched on the... and then it cuts off from there. And the final quest, Veterans Tour. This one's also cut off, but we can see it's some sort of tour for the Guardians for all the work they've done. I'm really interested in seeing what that's about. Next we get to see what it looks like when you join a faction and pick up your faction badge through a faction allegiance. Now if you look in the background, the images are faded so they're kind of difficult to see, but we can just make out what some of them are. At the top I'm pretty sure that says Faction Exchange, and it looks like you can purchase faction packages. At the bottom there's the standard row of faction weapons. Above them is what appears to be 2 ghosts, so faction ghosts are going to be a thing. And above them are 3 pieces of armour, gauntlets, boots and a cape. Now I'm kind of curious as to why it only shows the gauntlets, boots and cape as opposed to the full set of armour. I wonder if this means that faction gear will now rotate, or if this means that the rest of the gear will have to be obtained through the faction exchange packages. This hunter is wielding a future war cult Ermelon hand cannon, and the Titan is wielding a New Monarchy Soros auto rifle. Next, this screen gives us a glimpse of what to expect to go over in tomorrow's livestream. Nameplate collections, which I'm guessing is emblems, the artifact slot, exotic blueprints, Arms Day, which is actually a special day for the gunsmith, and I actually talked about this in my Game Informer news breakdown video, which there'll be a link to at the end of this video and in the description box below. Collections and vaults, legendary marks, infusion, which sounds like some sort of new mechanic, shader collections, and level 25 character boost. Now Bungie did say that once the Taken King comes out, everyone will be granted 1 character boost that will boost you straight to the appropriate level for the Taken King so you can jump straight into the new content. This Vex Gatelord appears to be a mini-boss in the revamped Taken version of the Cerberus V3 Strike, because as you may recognise, this is the same area where you fight the Cabal Goliath tank. And of course a tease at some of the new cutscenes featuring Cade 6, the Hunter Vanguard mentor, who's voiced by Nathan Fillion. So there you go guys, that's just a teaser of what Bungie will be revealing in tomorrow's livestream. All aboard the hype train my friends, chew fucking chew. I'll have a full breakdown of the livestream, so stay tuned to my channel to keep up to date on all the Taken King news. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time, Guardians.
And then we have the Guardian. I'd say we're ready to get this done.